Aloha konbanchiwa, Dylus Dayo. Hello humans and animals alike, this is Dylus. How's everybody doing? Mara gohan tabenai. So, yeah, I haven't eaten dinner yet. So, I have this, wrap here. I'm just gonna be eating this. Kokan no aida ni taberu no tsumori da. Did I say tsumori there? Like that's the intention? Well, I guess I never really intended it. It was spontaneous, so it'd definitely be something else. Okay. Well, after the failed stream of Monday, I got things to work this time. So I'm guessing Visual Boy Advance M just doesn't do proper trading like within the same computer. Like they just don't work when it's on one computer, I guess. And I'm not even sure if it works on two computers. So I instead opted for another emulator called MGBA. Now, I'll be honest, I have known about MGBA for a while. I wasn't sure, though, if it was, like, the absolute most stable, at least for GBA games. I don't think I had problems with Game Boy games, but I remember I was trying to specifically play Final Fantasy V Advance on there, and there were just... the game would just crash unexpectedly. It got on my nerves, so I had to, like, downgrade to Visual Boy Advance for that. So that's why I didn't use that emulator. But now I'm doing it. And I did a test trade before. I showed the results in a post I made on YouTube and Blue Sky. Excuse me. And so with that, I think we are basically good to go to try out trading properly this time. I just absent-mindedly opened the wrong application. I wanted to show myself here, except not really because, well... Alright. One sec. Let me just fade the music here. And I'm gonna, like, unpause this. And I'm gonna get Pokémon Green up and running on another window. Oh, come on, really? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, good. So, what I want it to do, let me move out of the way. I wanted to make it so I use the keyboard for Pokémon Green and my controller for Pokémon Red. That would be easiest. Now then. Let us properly begin our trading. Oh yeah! While in between streams, I also managed to get this guy here, Erebu. This is a particularly strong electric type Pokemon. Though it doesn't come with any electric type moves. Come on, Gen 1! Why do you always gotta have Pokemon start with such poopy moves? I guess that's to incentivize people to use TMs. Anyway, once we have a connection here, we are going to talk to the receptionist here on both sides. Uketsuke wa kochira desu. So that means we're good. Welcome. So this is the reception desk. Tsushi no hajimeru mae ni reporto o kakimasu. So before connecting, save your game before connecting. Before beginning connection. Hi. And I'll do the same thing for, let's see, Shōshō machi kudasai. So I guess it's just waiting for the other party. Wait, what? Machi jikan ga nagai no de uketsuke o chushitashi. If you wait too long, it just aborts? Shoot! Tomodachi to renraku o otote mou ichido koshi kudasai. Okay, so if you take too long, it's just gonna stop the connection. Cool. Okay. Hi. Shōshō machi kudasai. Alright, dochira no hei, well, which room do you want to go to? Toredo Center. Alright, just gonna guide us, and here we are. We have this nice little room here. We could even interact with the other person, though all they say is just a solitary exclamation point. How fitting for Red. Hang on. Is there a... Do I want to check this? Nothing. So, I guess the only thing to do here is to just, like... connect. And, okay, I have to face this way. Tsushin Junbichu. Connection getting ready. Okay, and now we can start deciding who we're gonna trade. So we can take a look at the other party's Pokemon that are here. Alright, let's see here. So, I want Booba here. It only has Ember? Okay, so it would be fitting to trade this one. So Electabuzz and Magmar will be traded. Alright, so this is to check status, or we can get ready to trade. We shall trade. Let's see. Erebu to Booba o koukan shimasu. Koukan. Yeah, there's a little bit of jumpiness to the like there's a little like speed up at certain points because I guess the emulators are trying to sync. The text is going by pretty quickly, so I'm not really going to read those. Okay. Let's see who else we should trade. Let's give away the Pidgeot here. That's not an exclusive, but maybe I should just stick with the exclusives for now. Alright. Let's get Ebiwala. And I'll trade away Gaudy. Now, is it supposed to be Gaudy or Guardy? As in, like, guard dog. I want to say it's the latter. Alright, I think that'll do for now. Now, in order to get out of here, we have to go over here and it says Resetto. So yeah, this is reset. This allows us to reset, and that's the only way to get out. Okay, I think at the very least, we should do those trade evolutions. I don't think I should do all of the, trading right away, because that kind of would take up a little too much time. Alright, I'm just gonna shuffle things around in green version first. Okay, Yungela, Goron, Goriki. Ghosto. And why not? Let's do, let's see, there's an evolution here. Booster. Actually, wait, I just realized I don't think I evolved the Eevee in red version just yet. Let's do Kabuto instead. Now, I could give some of these Pokemon back, I guess. I probably didn't have to do all of that. Oh well. Naso no Kusa, I took the time to catch that as well. Not that I really needed to, because I'm only focusing on completing the Pokédex in red version. But if I could do it in green, then cool. I'm just not optimizing that way. Alright, let's settle with that. I actually do need to keep both, I do need to keep both fossil Pokemon. Hey, you can connect! Dude, what gives? Okay, there we go. Trade Center. Chotto matte ne. Alright, so this is the main event here. We are going to get the trait evolutions, and they involve these 4 Pokemon: Yungela, Kadabra, Goron, Graveler, Goliki, Machoke, and Ghosto, Haunter. Okay. Let's begin. Koukan hajimaru yo. Yungera no yosu ga! Houdin ni shinkashita. Kokan shoryo. Shuryo. Trade end. Okay. That's 1 down, 3 more to go. Next up is Graveler. While this is going on, here's a bit of a fun fact. So, originally, during this trading, there's actually... Alright, so there was an unused theme, that had been found for, like, many years, in Pokémon Red and Green, and I guess Blue and Yellow as well. There was an unused theme, and the way it worked was actually pretty interesting. For a while, nobody really knew how it was, like, supposed to correctly sound, because it actually sounded, like, very buggy when it was first, discovered. Goronya is the name of Golem there. So, basically what was gonna happen is that this tune was going to have, like... It's composed of 2 separate sound channels, and each Game Boy plays 1 sound channel. So, I guess the closest analogy I can think of with this is... for the few of you who have owned a Wii U, when you're in, like, certain settings menus in the Wii U, part of the music plays on the TV, while another part of the music plays on the Wii U gamepad. Think of it kind of like that, except it's between 2 separate Game Boys. I thought that would have been pretty cool, but alas, it never really came to be. Maybe it was just a little too complicated to program, and this project did take 5 years to make, so... yeah. Okay, next up is Goriki. I shall trade the, Tentacool here. Why not? I just finished eating 1 small wrap. I want another. Kairiki! By the way, out of curiosity, do you think the concept of trait evolutions is pretty cool? Because it, like, incentivizes people to go out and make friends and, like, share the same game, pretty much. I think it's pretty cool, but also it kind of is cumbersome, especially if you're an introvert like me. So... yeah, kind of a double-edged sword there. Alright, let's do, Staryu. For, Haunter. And this is the last trait evolution. Gengar! Same as its English name. Okay, finally, Kabuto. Yeah, I think I'll just give the Kadabra, or the Alakazam now back. Why not? And as a matter of fact, I think there actually is different text for if you get a Pokemon back. So that's cool. So I guess just pay attention to what's on Pokemon Green. Oh, maybe it doesn't. Maybe that little detail was added in later generations. Alright, I'll get back to the game in a moment. I just need to finish eating here. Should take me like 2 minutes. I have finished eating. Come on, will that come back? I was having a problem with this, too. there we go. Just had to put it on and off. Never mind. The picture is static. Okay, there we go. And looks like we are good to go. Let's do a proper reset on both devices. And we should have our Pokémon safe and sound. There we go. Oh, by the way, I gotta see how strong Houdin really is. Wow! That is such high speed and special. Oh man. That guy's gonna wreck stuff. Now, in case you don't know, actually I did talk about this before, but traded Pokémon, like Pokémon you have received from a trade, they get a 1.5 times boost in experience gain, and stat experience gain as well. So, it'll definitely make going through the game much faster if you're playing, like, with other people and trading. Okay, and that ends that section there. Excellent. Subarashi. Alright, let me bring myself back here, and we shall now play the game. Now, I will go over the dex entries. Now, I do believe... Let me see really quick. Okay, yes, I get the dex entries for both, how it came and then when it evolved. Great. Oh, shoot, I just realized, we've skipped right to 90. Yeah, I wanted to, do, like, I wanted to see the text when we got 80, but I guess we'll have to settle with 90 then. Pokémon Zukan no Genzai no Kanseido wa Mitsuketa Pokémon 134 Tsukamaeta Pokémon 90 Okiro Hakase no Hyouka いやいや、こりゃすごい。集めるのは大変だったろう。It must have been so hard to get so many. Oh wait, he's saying いやはや。いやはや。こりゃすごい。Okay. Now I want to get my main guys. Okay. Is there anybody here that I want to get out really quick? No. Let's go to box 3. Oh yeah, I'm in Fuchsia, so that's perfect. I'll, just put you there. Now then. When Rhyhorn leveled up to level 40, it was about to learn, Fury Attack, Midaretsuki. However, I didn't have it learn it. I think the moveset it has right now is just fine. Unless I want to replace, like, Stomp with Earthquake. Alright, Rafflesia. Soshite... Strike. Okay, gang's all here. So, now what we are going to do is we are going to take care of all of the trainers that are in the sea routes 19 and 20. Let me just do a save here. 60 hours, wow. Alright, I did... Alright, so I did fight you already. Okay. First fight! 最初の勝負。青い海を見てれば嫌なことも忘れるぞ。So, when I look out into the blue ocean, I forget all the bad things. Will losing count? Tashi. Okay, Speed of Star. Speed of Star no need to すればいい。海パン野郎との勝負に勝った。嫌な負け方だ。 Yeah, he doesn't like losing, that's for sure. Aoi umi o mite, yana koto o wasure yo. Okay, let's just zigzag around here a little bit. Tsugi wa Suihei-sen no mukou, nani ga aru n daro? Suihei-sen. Let's see. Let's look that up. Suihei-sen. Horizon. Related to bodies of water. Ah, I see. So, going to the horizon, oh, he's basically wondering what lies beyond the horizon. Oh, oops, I took off the logo. Though I'm sure everybody already knows what I'm playing. Tashi, once again. Kaminari! Let's just go ahead and do that. Batsugun da! Me no kurage. Speedo Star, どうかな? いいね. また目のクラゲ。トサキント。I guess, Tentacool don't really have that much either defense or HP. Probably HP. I don't really know. Ah, yeah, yeah! 向こうにいくつか島が見えるぞ。So if you, like, I guess if you keep going, you'll find an island, essentially. Think he's talking about Futagojima, the Seafoam Islands. 次は、泳ぐの大好き。君はどうなの? Not sure how well Red could swim. Kaminari! Nice. Powerful blow. Nyorozo! Kaminari! Hazareta. Ah! Damage you nakanaka ukenai. Ukeru. Is receiving damage Ukeru? I think it is. Kaminari! Yes! Man, you're getting so much experience, but you haven't leveled up yet. Boom! A splashing sound, probably. Oyogi nara umi no Pokémon ni mo makenai. So, let's see, when it comes to swimming, water Pokemon are the best, I think is what he's saying. Mogutte, umi Pokemon toro to shita kedo, dame mitai da. Oh. So Mogutte. Okay, so Moguru, while it does mean dig as well, it also means to dive. So, let's see. So he's saying that, he dove to catch some water Pokemon, but it didn't seem like a good idea? Or is there a different, meaning of dame here? No good, wasted, useless. Or maybe he tried, but to no avail. I don't know. Tosa Quinto. Level 42 Hakuryu. Shelda. Kaminari. Its defense is high, so I would resort to using that. Azumao. Konna ga dokita. Nice. Mada. Okay. I think you need a break. Gobo. Okay, he's blubbing. Umi no Pokemon wa yappari tsuri de toru shika nai ya. So, he thinks he'll have to, catch Pokemon, like, fish them up. I guess the only way to get, the sea Pokemon is to fish them up. Alright, we'll need to, give Hakuyu a little bit of a break. La Flecha! Huh? What's going on here? There's like 4 people in a circle here. Soko no shounen! Kono umi wa kiken da! Hey you boy, the sea here is dangerous, I think is what they're saying. Five Pokemon? Hello there, Arnie. Glad you can make it. Yes, everything is good. I managed to do the trading. on stream. So now we're gonna go take out the rest of the trainers. Let's see. Hanabira no Mai. It says not very effective, but it's normal damage. Abareteiru. Matame no kurage. La Fresia wa abareteiru. Hitodeman. Okay, once the pedal dance is done, it's confused at this point. Kaeru kana? Hakuyu! You can't! Hazureta. Kaminari! Tashi. Kosoku ido. Ah, mada mada. Dokukurage. I think we've seen Tentacruel before. Kaminari. Yes. Katta. Abunai meni atta. So, I think he's saying, I've encountered a bad thing. Something like that. Ashkatsta! He'll be fine. He was saying something caught his leg. 次は、泳ぐの好きだけど、日焼けするのは嫌だわ。Oh, this is a woman. She's saying she likes swimming, but doesn't like getting burnt by the sun. Hanabira no Mai! This should sweep the whole team. Azumao. And you're done. Level 39 La Fresia. Kura kura. Kare ga Futagojima made oyogote teita no yo. So, your, I guess, Kare in this case's boyfriend? So, your boyfriend went over, like, swam over to the Seafoam Islands. Hai, tsugi wa? Minna de koko made oyoide kita kedo, kutabireta wa. So everyone's swimming here, but I guess you're tired. Wait, kutabireta, that's like being tired of something, right? Are you saying you've had enough people coming to you? I think it's kind of nuts that Petal Dance has more PP than Mega Drain does, considering how powerful this move is. I mean, I could just use this move once, and, like, it's basically 3 or 4 moves with 1 PP expended. That's nuts. Tsukareta. Umi de Pokémon ni noru nara Lapras ga ii wa. So if I were to, like, ride a water Pokemon, Lapras would be best. Oki kara nurenai mono. So it's big enough so that I won't get wet. Alright, last in this circle. Ma, ii mono ni notteru wa ne. Kattara watashi ni choudai. Oh, so she's acknowledging that we're riding something good. If I win, will you give it to me? I like how, okay, so out of the 4 people who were there, there was 1 man there. I'm not sure if, like, those are, like, his women or something. I don't know. I can imagine that. Hanabira no mai. I don't really know about any of those, like, water meetups. I know I've seen, like, pictures of that when it came to International Surfing Day. Level 40, Rafreshia. Okay, Kaeru. Ah, kuyashi. Okite! Ah, 目を覚ました。スピードスター。ああ。ちょっと残るよ。起きて！ Uh... Ah... しょうがない。回復しよう。Good. Speedo Star! 勝った。私の負けか。We get a lot of money from fighting those beauties. How much do I have right now? Oh yeah, I'm in 6 digits. 双子島までまだありそうだし、石地区に帰りたいわ。So it seems it's still a ways to the... Wait, are you saying it's still a ways to, Dagojima? Anyway, she's gonna go back. She's planning on going back to, or wanting to go back to Segichiku. Okay, that's all of Route 19. Let's go to Route 20. Toasa ni natteru kara oyoideru hito mo oi yo. Toasa. Oh, shoals. Wide, shallow beach. So, so this place has become, like, shallow? So I guess it's like, since this has become shallow, there are many people swimming here. I'm guessing deep water is dangerous. Not only because of the tides, but also the Pokémon, I guess. Hanabira no mai. Potion. Taurata. Umi. 君はポケモンに乗ってて疲れないからいいな。So, it must be good riding a Pokemon, since you won't be tired. Tsugi wa? Pokemon ni notteru nante moshikashite oyoge nai toka? So, why are you riding a Pokemon? Is it because you can't swim? I don't know. Hanabira no mai. We're really just blitzing through these battles. Shidora! Not seeing much of that, though. Level 41 ラフレッシャー。勝った。ポケモンに乗っていくのも楽しそうだな。So, riding around on a Pokemon must be quite fun. Tsugi Oh. 双子島にリゾートに来てるの私。So, hang on. Kiteru. What verb is that? Oh, it's like, I'd probably kiteru. Oh, kiteru can be used to say that something is popular or fashionable. It's slang. Well, I didn't know that. So you're saying that, Takojima is like a popular resort? So you're saying no watashi. So, we talking about, like... I don't know. I think you get the point, at least. I don't think she's talking about herself. Unless that's what she thinks. Hanabira no mai. Katta. ちょっとやめてよ。双子島の地下に鍾乳洞があるんだって。鍾乳洞鍾乳洞 Limestone Cavern. Interesting. So, underneath Tagojima, there is a limestone cave. Or, I think that's at least what she heard. Oh, there's a random encounter. Took long enough, eh? Ah! Level 40! Takai! Lucky! Nemurigona. Mega Drain! Nakanaka ataenai. Super Bowl. Yatta! Now all I have to do is just raise that by 1 level and it'll instantly evolve. Excellent. Oh, no nickname. That was so lucky. Dagojima. Now, I guess I can just go through here. But first, there actually is one more person here. Namimani puka puka ukabu. Atashi wa osakana. Hang on. So you're pretending you're a fish. Namimani. Namimani. Between the waves, in the waves, beneath the waves. Puka puka is a bubbling sound, I'm sure. And ukabu is to float, to rise to the surface. Okay, so something bubbles beneath the waves. I am a fish. So I guess she's pretending to be a big fish. Monstrous or majestic? Or both? I guess Azumao is both. Mega Drain! Ooh, Yaruna. Oh, you must have a lot of HP for it to absorb that much. Ooh, Manbo! Manbo. Let me look that up. Ocean sunfish. Mola mola. Oh, so I'm guessing that's like part of the etymology of Aloma Mola in Gen 5. And also, it is the semi-state of emergency COVID-19 measures, an abbreviation of that. For those who are curious, this is the full expression for pre-emergency COVID-19 measures. Man en boshi do Juten Sochi. So, something useful to know in case, like, an outbreak happens again. Not about COVID, but, like, any other virus, because who knows? Sure wouldn't want to live through that sort of thing again. Anata isho ni puka shinai? I would love to blub together with you. I'll just run. Not worth it. Okay, so if I were to do this, say, can I do this without pushing any rocks, I wonder? Bizardon, lead the way. Hmm. Probably not. Okay, what if I go down this way instead? Two ways to go. Belly squish! Ah! You lived. Oh. I know where that'll take me. I guess I have to go all the way down before I can, like, go up the other end. Ah. Oh, I just realized the rocks are still there. But I was wondering if... Is there a way to, like, go through the Seafoam Islands from, Fuchsia to Cinnabar without needing strength? Level 47 Rizadon. Ah, whatever. Belly squish. Ah. Who else wants to be squished by Charizard's nice big belly? Okay, looks like we're out now. Let's bring over Vileplume now. And Naminori. Kimi mo risotto ni kiteru no? Wait, what? Okay, I'm confused now. So, like, are you also... Oh, like, are you also coming to the resort? Okay, maybe that other one was saying that they were coming to the resort themselves. Also, this is a Girl Scout. That's kind of a surprise. Mega Drain? Hanabira no Mai. Level 42 ラフレッシャ。Wow. Yeah, I think that is super effective. I don't think ice resists grass. Tekagen nashi ne. You didn't hold back, huh? Futagojima wa mukashi wa futatsu no shima datta rashi ne. Okay, this is actually pretty important to discuss here. Futagojima, what she's saying is, Futagojima, long ago was actually two separate islands, or so it seems. But in the English version, let me actually look it up, like, the specific line in the script. Yeah, she said, Seafoam used to be one island. That is an incorrect translation. It actually used to be two islands and is now supposedly a single island. Which means it shouldn't have been called the Seafoam Islands in the first place. In fact, it's supposed to be more like Twins Island. So, yeah. However, it is forever to be known as Seafoam Islands in English. So, now that's gonna bother me for the rest of my life. Tsugi no trainer wa... Miyo! Kitae ageta kono karada. Hang on. Kitae ageta. I think I might know what he's talking about here. Is that, like, toned body? Yeah, basically. Check out this bod! You know, I don't really have much, motivation to exercise other than just, like, potentially good mental health. But if my, like, constant form of exercise is swimming, I think I would do it every day. Wow, level 35. Although, we can handle this. Hanabira no Mai! Funya funya da. Wait, what's funya funya again? Oh, limp. So now you're, like, limp. After that. Jibun no karada yori Pokémon o kitaeru beki datta. So, more than my body, I should train my Pokémon. Okay, yeah, that's what he's saying. Tsugi wa? Somebody on land. Tori Pokémon ni tsukamatte kokomade kita yo. So you fished up some Pokémon and came here. Or wait. Oh, you're a bird keeper! I might have misread then. Oh yeah, I guess his sprite wasn't like that of a fisherman in the overworld. He wasn't chubby. Anyway, this is a bad matchup for Vileplume. So... Saihon! Yuke! Iwanadare! Ah. Kogeki yoku. Ah. Fumitsuke. Ah, kogeki yoku ga dondon sagata. Sagata ne. Sagateru. Oh, another Onidoril. Iwanadare. Oh, I didn't get a chance to move yet. Soshite Kairiki. Huh? Kogeki yoku wa... Pigeon. Iwanadare. Mo ikkai. Katta. Ah, komatta na. Tori ga hebacchatte modorenai zo. Doshio. Hebacchatte. Is that like worn out? Hebaru. Yeah, to be exhausted. Colloquialism. So his birds are tired and he can't go back. What do I do? Ah. I'm not wasting PP on a level 5. Tsugi no trainer wa Grenjima kara oyoide kita kedo hitsui wa... So, So you swam from Glen Island, but, isn't, like, Kitsui, like, strict or hard? Yeah. I guess she's saying, like, this is just too much. Like, she's not built for swimming, I guess. She is a Girl Scout. Hanabira no mai! Katta. Gakkari. Disappointed. Grenjima no dai mo sunde nai o yashiki. Itsukara ka Pokémon ga sumitsuite Pokémon yashiki to yobareteru. Sumitsuite. So, okay, so what she's saying is that, well, the Pokemon Mansion got its name because, Pokemon, like, started moving in to live there, when there's, like, no one else living there. Makes sense, I suppose. Oh, by the way, there's something I, like, relearned. You might have heard the name Celadon Mansion. That actually is a mistranslation. Celadon Mansion is actually, like, supposed to be Celadon Condominium, and I got confused by this as well because the word mansion in Japanese, even though it's katakana and, like, is the word mansion, it actually doesn't mean mansion as how we put it, so that gets really confusing. If we want to say mansion, we would say yashiki. Otherwise, when we say mansion in katakana, that's about a condominium. Alright, tsugi wa? Kare ni okkina shinju moratta wa. Shinju. What is that again? Or maybe I don't know. Oh, okay, I didn't know. Shinju is a pearl. So you got a, big pearl from your boyfriend. Hey! Big pearls aren't an item until, like, Gen 3. Am I right? Hanabira no mai. Level 43 la flèchia. Level ga dondon agatteru. Parushen. Take that. Yan! Shinji nano ni. Oh, are you saying that Pearl was supposed to be a good luck charm? Parushen motto sodateta Shinji mo okiku naru kashira. So, if I raise the Palshen more, okiku naru. Are you saying it will, like, give you bigger pearls, or... Or it would be as big as the... Wait. Okay, I don't understand. Wakaranai. think we're almost there. Almost done with all the trainers here, so yeah, let's just use our moves here. Oh, wait, is there, like, one more? Oh, no, you just turned around. Tsugi wa? 西にあるグレン島はポケモン研究の島. So, the island there is a Pokemon research island. So the island is, like, known for Pokemon research. And I guess it's only just starting to branch out into, like, other towns like Masada, Pallet Town. あそこでパパも働いてるわ. Oh, so your father also works there. So your father's a researcher. Alright, Hanabira no Mai! Katta. 待てよ、もう。グレンは火山の噴火で、盛り上がってできたってきたわ。So, hang on. 盛り上がって。What's that again? Moriagaru, to swell, to rise, to bulge, to rouse. Okay, so, I guess what she's saying is that Glen is, like, a volcano that, like, swelled up. Funka, is that... Oh, Funka is eruption, actually. Yeah, that is how islands form. Like, underwater volcanoes erupt, and, like, the magma cools down, becomes hard rock, essentially, and it becomes an island. It eventually peaks out at above the sea. There you go. And looks like that's it. Whew, that was a pretty long journey there. And with that, I believe that is every single trainer we can face until we get to the Pokémon League. Now, I was thinking of at least getting to the Pokémon League, but I think it would be more fun if we decided to, like, save all of the, Yeah, I was thinking about just, like, saving the Victory Road and the Pokémon League, like, put it all into one. I think that would be good. So I think instead what I'll do is... Well, first off, I want to know, Well, yeah, there's some Pokemon that I could just, like, evolve really quickly. And I guess by some, I guess the best one would be 1. Actually, who am I kidding? Who really wants to see that when, well... Yeah, I don't think that's, like, the point here. Oh, hey, Steam sale going on. Alright. I think what I'll do is I'll save here, and then I'm going to do some Pokédex readings, because there is kind of going to be a lot. We have received quite a lot of Pokémon at this rate, so it's probably going to take, like... I guess it would still take a half an hour. I'm kind of stubborn. I like the build-up that comes with going through the last route and going to the Pokemon League there. So, yeah, I do want to save it there. Oh, actually, there is one thing I can do really quick. Stone evolutions. Yeah, we'll do this as like a quick way to fill up more of our Pokédex. We'll have more to read. Yeah, I think that's a fairly good idea. Alright, I do need you out once again. Let's see. Alright, so, Gaudy is one of them. I forget if I have a Nidorina. But I think I'm gonna focus more on, the, like, non-moonstone stone evolutions. Tama execute, that's another one. Oh, wait. There's Nidorino and Nidorina. I just happen to have another Nidorino. Okay, next I'll switch to box 1. Oh yeah. I guess I gotta fish up a Nyorozo at, Route 9. Unless I could just quickly evolve the Poliwag. But I need to look up what level it evolves. Oh, level 25. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Okay, I am not actually going to, evolve Pikachu using a Thunderstone. You can do that, though. Because I can actually catch a wild Raichu, later on. Oh. I guess I traded away that Staryu, didn't I? Oops. But, like, where's the Eevee? I know I have it. Eevee. Eevee. There we go. Oh, alright. I guess one more thing. Paras. Now, I do have my Spearow with me, right? Yes. Okay. Jitensha ni noru. Ah, I keep forgetting. This way. Yaigiri. Higashi... Yaigiri. Higashi Iko? Okay, now that I'm here... I need, it's a super rod, right? Yes, super rod. So, let's see. Sugoi Tsurizao. Masaki no Pasokon. Parasu. Azuketa. Okay. Let's fish up a Poliwhirl. I didn't have to walk all the way this way, but I did it anyway. Let's see, hopefully this won't take too long. Ah, there we go, first try. Ayashi Hikari. Alright, let's try and catch it. Confusion does not affect catch rate, but I at least want to keep it busy. Ah! If I were to use another Pokémon... Ah, Saimin Shitsu! Tamatama! Good. Hyper Ball! Yatta! Alright. Now that we got that, pretty quickly too. Great. Tamamushi e Iko. Okay, there is one more Pokémon, Shelder. It is not in this box. Box 2? Shelder. Okay. I didn't realize just how many Waterstone evolutions there are in this game. Alright, so we'll be buying one Firestone for Gardy, one Leaf Stone for Tamatama, and then 3 Waterstones. And if I catch myself a Staryu once again, I will use a Waterstone for that as well. Yonkai-ko. Okay, Kaiki Kita. Let's get ourselves one Firestone. One Leaf Stone. And 3 Waterstones. I'll just leave the building. Okay, now, let's use those stones. We're gonna use the Firestone, Hono no Ishi, on Growlithe. Windy ni shinkashita. Now, I'm okay with just doing this because, well, I'm not really planning on using these Pokémon right now. But as a word of caution and another reminder, when you evolve a Pokémon using a stone, they will not be learning any new moves naturally. In most cases. Nidoking and Nidoqueen seem to be a small exception. Next, Leaf Stone. We'll use this on Tamatama. Execute. Nashi. Alright, and now for our Waterstone evolutions. First off, Shelder. Hadouken ni shinkashita. Tsugi wa Nyorozo Poliwhirl. Nyorobon ni shinkashita. That is Poliwrath. And finally, Eevee. Shawaz. Vaporeon. Dang, Vaporeon certainly looks different in Gen 1. Let me see. Now, it is absolutely okay to use an evolutionary stone on Eevee immediately, because it is still able to learn new moves, pretty much at the same levels as it would if it was unevolved. It would just learn moves that are more suited to its type. So yeah, Vaporeon seems to look more like, kind of like a dog with fangs there. Instead of just like a cute little fox with the mermaid tail. Alright, and with that, let's save our game. And we're gonna read a bunch of Pokédex entries, so let's strap ourselves in. As a matter of fact, I'm probably just gonna mute this game here, and we'll just listen to some tunes from other games. So yeah, why don't we do that, and let's see what... Let's see. Alright. Kanalov City from Diamond and Pearl. Okay. Let us begin. Oh yeah, I guess first off we should read the in-game entries. Let's see. Who is first? Ah, okay. Windy is first. This is Arcanine. Densetsu Pokemon. So, it's considered a legendary Pokemon. Now, as a matter of fact, let me bring this up in, the Illustrated Book of Pocket Monsters. Yeah, over here on the, Illustrated Book of Pocket Monsters here, they actually do include Arcanine alongside the 3 legendary birds. And this is also the case in the anime, where they have Moltres, Articuno, Zapdos, and Arcanine as, like, the 4. And as you might know from the anime, Ash mistakes Ho-Oh for Articuno. Although back then, I guess we wouldn't have known that it was Ho-Oh. Anyway, back to the game's entry here. I think we'll just go, like, back and forth between the game and the illustrated book. Alright, so this says here, Chugoku no iutai ni aru densetsu no Pokémon. Monosugoi speedo de hashiru toiu. Alright, so Chugoku is China. Yes, another reference to a real-world location. So, yeah, it's basically saying that this is hailed as a legendary Pokémon in China. That said, let me look up iutai. Iutai. Wait, hang on. Oh wait, no, it's not EU, it's Itsutai. Okay, so that's like passed down. Itsutai to hand down, to pass on to the next generation. So yeah, it's been passed down to as a legendary Pokemon in China, and Monosugoi speedo de hashiru toiu. So runs, I guess, basically at extremely fast speed. Or it is said to, at least, the Toiu. So it runs like the wind, essentially. I think that's how I would have translated it as. Said to run just, like, to run like the wind. Although, I guess I would have to say something like, it runs as fast as the strongest gusts of wind. Something like that. Because, you know, we gotta, like, exaggerate when it comes to Pokédex entries. That's how it always works. Okay. Now, in the illustrated book, it seems to omit the speed part, but I'm willing to bet it's because... Yes! It's the Pokémon Olympics. Over here on, like, one of the first pages, we see Arcanine as the fastest runner, running even faster than the Shinkansen and this, high-speed racing car. So yeah, I guess they didn't really need to go over it again because, well, it's right there. Alright. Windy no Ofuda wa Mayoke to shite goryaku ga aru to kangaerarete iru. Okay. Ofuda. Ofuda is an amulet or talisman issued by a Shinto shrine or Buddhist temple. So, a windy amulet and Mayoke. Charm against evil spirits. Okay, I see. And Goryaku. Yaku. Or is it Ryaku? It's Ryaku. Profit, benefit, grace of God, blessing. So it is thought that a windy amulet is a talisman that grants those who have it its blessing, its grace. So yeah, basically in China they treat Arcanine like it's a god. I'm not sure how true this legendary status of Arcanine is nowadays, though. You know what? I'm actually curious. Let me look this up on Bulbapedia. In the biology section, it is saying that Arcanine is capable of running 6,200 miles, that is 10,000 kilometers, in 24 hours with a speed and grace reminiscent of flight. Long been admired for its beauty and speed, and anyone who hears its bark will grovel before it. In some locations, such as China, Arcanine is seen as a legendary Pokémon where it's revered for its speed and power. It is also categorized as one in an illustrated book of Pocket Monsters, but not in other media. There's also a Hisuian form. Yeah, that 10,000 miles in a single day and night, that is That is from the Pokédex entry in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. It also returns in Pokemon Sword. In Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, it removes the name China and just goes for the East. Let's see. Yeah, it is the only Pokemon species to have legendary Pokemon as the Pokemon category, even though it is not an actual legendary Pokemon. Okay. Let's move on now. Who is next? Nyorobon. Nyorobon, Otama Pokemon. Oyogi ga tokui de, Kuroru ya Batafly ga dekiru. Kuro ga dekiru. Oh, those are swim strokes. Okay. So it specializes in doing crawls and butterflies when swimming. Olympic no senshu mo kanawanai hodo hayai. Kanawanai? Is that like unmatched or something? Oh yeah, I was correct. No match for, cannot compete with, not in the same league as. So yeah, not even Olympic athletes can swim as fast as this guy. Alright. Let's look for that now. Here we are. Nyorobon. Oyogi ga tokui de kuroru ya butterfly ga dekiru. Olympic no senshu mo kanawanai hodo hayai. Oh, and something in parentheses. Oyogu tame no kinniku dake ga hattatsu shita no ka hashiru no wa amari hayaku nai. So, let's see. Its muscles are only developed for swimming. It is not very fast at running, I think is what it's saying. Alright, fair enough. Nyorozo no shinkake to mowareru ga aikawarazu otama shakushi no mama. Otamajakshi. That's a certain type of... Yeah, I think we looked this up, actually. Tadpole. And also musical notes. Hang on. Aikawarazu, as usual, as before. So, let's see. It is thought to be the evolved form of Poliwhirl, but... no mama. Hang on. I need to know what mama is here. As it is, remaining with one's eyes closed, like while... Ah, damn it. I'm gonna have to, like, type this out. Let's see. Nyorozo no Shinkake Tomare. Yeah. Aikawarazu Otamajakushin. It appears to be an evolved form of Nyorozo, but it's still just a tadpole. Really? I mean, I guess the category of it is tadpole, yes, but... I'm sorry, does this look like a tadpole to you? I mean, the only hint of it, like, still being a tadpole is this swirl. To me, at least. It seems like it's... Maybe it's half complete. In Generation 2, if Poliwhirl is treated with a King's Rock, it evolves into Politoad, which is actually a frog. So... maybe this Waterstone thing is like... I wouldn't say it's a flawed evolution process, but I don't know, trading evolutions are still a little strange too. Man, it's so confusing. Let's keep going. Sara ni shinkashi kaeru ni naru koto wa aru no ka? I need to be reminded of what Sarani is. Furthermore, or after all. So, if it evolves more, I guess it's a possibility that it will become a full-fledged frog. Saranaru Kenkyu ga Matareru. So, in need of further research. Okay. Next up is, oh yeah, I did touch upon this, Dex entry before, but we'll go over this again proper. Aru asa no koto. 超能力少年がベッドから目覚めるとユンゲラに変身していた。So yeah, what this translates to, it happened one morning. A boy with extraordinary, like, supernatural powers, psychic powers, awoke from bed, transformed into a Kadabra. So, like, the thing I don't like about this is that this, considering, like, the whole point of the Pokédex is that it's, like, supposed to be a scientific record of all the Pokemon species of the world, just inserting a story like that feels jarring. And it definitely made people think that this was truth, that Kadabra was once a human boy, when that is not the case. As I have stated earlier, in the illustrated book of Pocket Monsters, this is basically just a story in reference to Franz Kafka's Metamorphosis. I mean, that's not name-dropped, but it's like the reference. Although, frankly, I'm pretty sure Kadabra would be more appealing than a beetle anyway. So, I don't know. You know, I really do want to read Franz Kafka's work. I am kind of a, I feel like I share some of the same worldviews as that guy. What do they call him? A, nihilist? I don't remember. Maybe not nihilist, something else. I forget. You know, in this artwork, Kadabra looks like he's supposed to have a finger here, but just doesn't. You can kind of see it in the sprite work, too. It just looks really weird. Alright, I guess I could just read this again. So yeah, this part here is in the game. Yungera o daizai ni shita shousetsu Henshin ga Dai Nikai Pokémon Bungaku Sho o Jisho shita no wa Kiroku ni atarashi. So yeah, the second volume of Pokémon Bungaku Sho. Hang on. Oh, literary prize. Okay, so it was like the winner of 2 literary prizes. So yeah, Kadabra was the subject of this, like, yeah. Let's see, and, yeah, if Pikachu is the idol Pokemon, then Kadabra would be the, it's like a very complicated word, Koro... See, Kuroto... kono. Oh yeah, demi-mondaine. Although, you know what, let me actually look up the definition of this. Demi-monde. Demi-monde. A class of women supported by wealthy lovers and considered to be promiscuous or otherwise unrespectable? So, what? This one isn't respected? Women prostitutes considered as a group whose respectability is dubious. Okay, maybe it's more the... Would it be more the first definition of, like, expert, professional, connoisseur? I'm confused. I just have a feeling it's supposed to be this, demi-monde. Because it seems like it's the, I guess, the opposite of idol. Goes hand in hand, in a way. Let's move on. Let's change the music. Pudin. Nenriki Pokémon. Shikara waza o amari konomazu chou no ryoku o jizai ni ayatsute aite o taosu. Okay, let's see. Konomazu. To like konomu, to like, to prefer. Except it's a negative continuative. Jizai ni. Freely, at will, with ease. Ayatsute, to operate, manage, to have a good command of, to work a puppet, to manipulate. So I guess what it's saying is that it has, like, such great psychic power that it can just manipulate another person at will. Even into, like, defeating it. Oh, that's a different kanji. Shikarawaza. Oh, heavy work, feat of strength. Oh, okay, so it's saying it doesn't... It, like, dislikes manual labor, let's say. Like, manual labor, physical strength, like, doesn't prefer that. Alright, 超能力を自在に操って相手を倒す。Alright, ユンゲラの進化系と思われるが、その確証を得た者はいない。Thought to be the evolution of Kadabra, but その確証を得た者はいない。Hello, Jeff in Japan. こんばんは。I'm just reading through a bunch of Pokédex entries because I did a bunch of trading evolutions. Well, I did a bunch of trading, and that included having some evolutions. So, like, this is almost half the stream. Let's see. So, what is kakusho? I've definitely looked this word up before. Definitive proof. Confirmation. Okay, so there's like little to no evidence to support this fact that it is. I'm reading Alakazam right now, known as Houdin in Japanese. Reference to Houdini. Alright, let's see. Houdin wa sento chu hyōshō hitotsu kaeru koto ga nai. So, mid-battle Hyōjo, is that like parameters or something? Oh, facial expression. So, like, its battle face doesn't change. So, like, it doesn't seem like it's very expressive in battle. Okay. Who is next? Goliki. That's a cool name. Yeah. Alright. Goliki. Kairiki Pokémon. Tsukareru koto no nai, kyōjin na nikutai o motsu. Omoi ni motsu no unpan nado no shigoto o tetsudau. Tsukaeru koto nai. So, like, doesn't get tired. Kyōjin. Kyōjin is tough, strong. Depending on the kanji, it can also mean, like, lunatic, madman, scoundrel, assassin's dagger. Something to be feared at the very least. So it has, like, crazy strong muscles that don't get tired. Let's see, what is Unpan? Unpan is transport. So it helps out like workers essentially with carrying heavy luggage. Now this, oh man, this is actually really good. So this whole thing about carrying heavy luggage for transportation, this actually is put into play in Pokémon Ruby and Sapphire. And that's actually one of my favorite examples of actually Pokémon showing how they can help out humans outside of battle. I really want more of this in more Pokemon games. Like, that hasn't really been done to good effect lately. So, yeah, I just really wanted to point that out. I hope, I hope in Gen 10 at least we get to see more of Pokemon, like, we get to see them helping out others and not just like have it be implied, because Pokemon lately has always had this tell don't show problem. So yeah. You agree? Yeah. Alright, with that, let's read the expanded entry in the illustrated book. Here we are. Wanriki no Shinkake, evolved form of Machop. Tsukareru koto no nai kyojin na nikutai o motsu. Moi ni motsu no unpan no shikoto o tatsudau nado. And adds Jichoku na seikaku da. They always display Pokemon as pets, but we all know we would use them for so many different tasks. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's either for being pets or used for fights. Not much of else. Alright, Jichoku. Honest, steady. So, yeah, an honest personality. Alright, so yeah, this doesn't really add very much. We're not really missing anything here. Alright, and then Kairiki. This is Machamp. Kairiki, known as Kairiki Pokemon. Hatatsu shita 4 本の腕は2秒間に1000発のパンチを繰り出すことができる. So, it's developed 4 arms, and I'm guessing this is like it can dish 1,000 punches in the span of 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm fairly confident that's actually what it says. Let's see. Patsu, that's like discharge. Yeah. So it starts off the exact same way in Illustrated Book of Pocket Monsters, and there's actually quite a lot left here. So let's see. Goriki no shinkake to omowareru ga, sono shinkakate o ita mono wa inai. So, yeah, once again, it's kind of saying that, yeah, we can't really know for sure that this is the evolved form of Machoke because, well, I guess simply leveling up just won't do it. Considering this is like a guide when the game was still new, they do want to, like, keep some things, a little less clear for, I guess, new players to figure out. I'm pretty sure Japanese strategy guides prefer to hide some of the more important or spoilery stuff as opposed to Western strategy guides. I think I recall hearing that somewhere. Anyway, let's see. 一般的に generally, ポケモンの進化は成長がきっかけとなるが、最新の研究によれば、怪力やゴロニャは成長によって進化したものではないという結論に達している。So, yeah, basically it's saying that generally it's just like pure growth that leads to a Pokemon's evolution, but according to recent research, subjects like Machamp and Golem cannot evolve simply with growth. Actually, let me see, like, the order here. Oh, yeah, there's, Golem right here that's being discussed already. So, no other trait evolutions have been mentioned up until this point, if we're reading from, like, page to page. We do have some stone evolutions with the Nidos and the Eevees, but this is like the first time we get into trait evolutions. Oh yes, we also got this guy, Magmar, known as Boobar in Japanese. I might as well go ahead and scroll down to there. Booba, Hifuki Pokemon. Hifuki? Hifuki Dake, bamboo blowpipe used to stimulate a fire. Hifuki Bo, fire blowpipe. So yeah, I guess that might have something to do with this Pokemon's, like, bill. This is like a fire duck, and I guess it would be, like, used for, like, starting fires or blowpipes, something like that. Anyway, this is a green exclusive, so I had to trade this one over. Kazan no kakochi kaku de mitsukata. Kuchi kara hono o haku. Taion wa 1200度もある. Okay, so 1,200 degrees. That is in Celsius, I'm imagining. Let me see if that was, like, properly, translated into Fahrenheit in English. Yes, it says it goes by 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, so how hot is 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit? Biology Insights. Let's see. A direct comparison highlights the intensity of 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. I know this isn't 2200, but 2000 is a nice rounded number. So, let's see. Boiling water, a common high heat reference, is only 212 degrees Fahrenheit, making 2000 degrees Fahrenheit nearly 10 times hotter. A conventional home oven typically reaches around 500 or 550 degrees Fahrenheit for cooking, or slightly higher during a self-cleaning cycle, which may approach 900. A standard house fire often reaches temperatures between 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit and 1,500 at ceiling height. Even the most intense structural fires, those undergoing a catastrophic event known as flashover, only occasionally exceed 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit in concentrated heat pockets. This temperature exists beyond the range of most common high heat scenarios, placing it firmly in the domain of industrial processes and severe natural events. So, yeah. I don't know what'll happen under such extreme heat. Because that is, like, not organic. So keep this guy out of your house. Oh yeah, Tyone, that is body temperature. So, yeah. Now, this isn't actually even the most ridiculous, like, high temperature thing, because I recall McCargo, like, one of McCargo's Pokédex entries having a temperature that's actually hotter than the surface of the sun, which I think is complete bullshit! Because, yeah, like, that's nothing on Earth can live like that. Earth wouldn't even survive with that. I have a problem with Pokédex entries like that. Sometimes you just go too far. And then I start questioning the very world you live in, and that's when I lose my immersion. Anyway, moving on. Let's see what else is written here. Kakolchkak. Kakol. Oh. Kazan no Kakol. I'm guessing that's like the top of a volcano. So, yeah, like found near the mouth of a volcano. Spews fire from its mouth. Its, like, body temperature reaches essentially up to 1,200 degrees Celsius. Okay, yeah, it does say Celsius in the thing there. Of course, this is implied in Japan as well, because, like, everywhere but America uses Celsius. Though, there might be some who use Kelvin, though Kelvin is probably not a standard anywhere. Alright. 非常に見つけてにくい、Pokémon で、捕獲例は少ない。So, yeah, basically saying it's a very rare Pokemon, and not very many have been caught. Okay. Let's move on here. Our next Pokemon after, you. Alright, we'll get to this line, soon enough. Okay. Goron, this is Graveler. Ganseki Pokemon. 山の中の坂道を歩いていると、ゴロンが転がってくることがある。 So, let's see. Sakamichi. So, if you're like... Alright, let's see. In the mountains, like on the slope of a mountain, downward slope, what it... Okay, so I guess what it's saying is when a Graveler walks down the slope of a mountain, it is basically known to just, like, fall and roll down it. Okay. Goron. Here we are. Ishitsubute no shinkake. Yama no naka no sakamichi o aruiteru to Goron ga korogatte kuru koto ga aru. Alright, so that much is there. Kao wa waratteru ga me na waratte nai. Ano hyoujo de korogatte kuru no de kanari fukimi da. Fukimi. Hang on. Bukimi. Weird, eerie, ominous, uncanny. So, with a face that looks, a laughing face and not laughing eyes. Okay, we'll have to, like, translate this a bit better. So it's like a smiling face, but not happy eyes. So it's got a smile with angry eyes. This appearance, like, its countenance, as it, like, rolls down, I guess it carries an eerie mood. Kanari, that's, like, pretty or quite, yeah. Okay. Nodo ga kawaita. I'll be right back. I need a bit of a drink after all this reading out loud. Okay, I have returned. You know, the expression "nodo ga kawaita," it literally translates to my throat is dry. But the thing is, when I'm thirsty, usually it's not my throat that's dry, it's just like the inside of my cheeks, essentially. I guess when I think of throat, I think it's more like in the neck. Ah, hello, Dr. Goldry Bowser. Howdy. Alright, so, yeah, I'm just reading some Pokédex entries because, well, I've gotten a lot of, Pokémon in this, part. Hey. I said hi. Okay, let's move on to what the game says about Golem, Goronia. I must say, Golem looks kind of different in its Gen 1 sprite. Oh, you were just responding back. Okay. Megaton Pokémon. Ganban no yona katai kara de owareteiru. 1年に1回脱皮して大きくなる. So, Ganban, what is that? Ganban is bedrock or rock plate. So, I'm going to assume it's bedrock, because, you know, the Pokédex likes exaggerating things. So, its body is covered in a hard... It's covered in a, like, hard shell, that is like bedrock. Alright, so, I guess once a year it molts and becomes bigger. Interesting that this guy can molt, but I guess that's kind of natural for most living creatures. And now for the expansion. Goro no nibai no speedo de sakamichi o korogaru. So it tumbles down slopes at twice the speed as a graveler. Osoraku Goro no shinkake daro. Likely the evolution of graveler. Remember, when this kind of Pokédex was written, some things weren't figured out yet, like in universe. Alright. Oh, there's the kanji right there. Yes, that is indeed the kanji for bedrock. Ganban no yona katai kara de owarete ori. 1年に1回脱皮して大きくなる。運のいい人は夏山でゴロニャの脱皮した抜け殻を見ることができる。Wait, so 運のいいoh, it's fortunate. Yeah, that actually makes sense. I forgot that's the kanji for, like, luck. So, fortunate people. Natsuyama. Summery mountain or mountain that is often climbed in summer. So, those lucky enough to, like, be at a summer mountain may see a golem, like, in the process of molting its shell. I do wonder what that's like. Certainly some fan artist has depicted their, like, visioning of this. Have I checked out this sketch, actually? Ishibutsude wa, ichitsubute wa, iwa no aida ni mi o kakushite iru. So yeah, Geodude just blending in with the other rocks. Not sure if I actually, like, went over that. Alright, next song. This has been going on for quite a while. How do you pronounce that? Salacion? Salacion Town? All right. Ah, yes. We can read Padushen. Cloister. Nimai Gai Pokemon. This is Bivalve. I'm still learning, so I wouldn't know. Fair enough. Let's see. Kara ga hijou ni kataku, nappa madandemo. Nappa? Oh! Napalm. Dandemo kowasenai. Kogeki suru toki dake hiraku. So, its shell is incredibly strong that even a napalm blast won't give it a scratch. It only ever opens up to attack. Kawasenai. Oh, I guess it's more like it doesn't break even from napalms. Alright, where is it here? Ah, here we go. Let's see. Parshen no shinkake to iwarete iru. So, said to be the evolved form of Shelder. Kara ga hijou ni kataku napalm dandemo kowasenai. Kogeki suru toki dake hiraku. Renzoku shite teki ni toge o ukisasu kogeki. Toge Cannon ga kyoretsu deru. You know, I completely forgot that this is a move. Spike Cannon. Yeah, I completely forgot that that's actually a move. I think that's, only Cloyster can learn this move in this game at the very least. Oh wait, no. Omanite and Omastar can learn it as well. Though, everyone learns it at a pretty high level. Cloyster learns it at level 50, Omanite at level 46, and Omastar at 44. Wait. 44? It learns it quicker when evolved? Okay, it actually does kind of make sense because it actually grows spikes when Omanite evolves into Omastar. So I guess that actually does make sense. So yeah, Spike Cannon is a continuous attack. It's kind of describing it right here, that it's like continuous, it continuously attacks an enemy with spikes. Okay, next we have Ghosto. This is Haunter. Gasujo Pokémon. Kurayami de dare mo inai no ni mirarete iru yona ki ga shitara soko ni ghosto ga iru no da. So, let's see. In the darkness, where even no one else is around. Mirarete iru yona ki ga shitara. Hang on. Let me pull this up and see, like, the kanji. Might help. Oh, Kigasuru. That is, to realize, right? Oh, well, I guess kind of. To feel as if, yada yada, to have a feeling that something is happening. So, even if no one's there and you have a feeling that someone actually is, it's likely, I guess it's likely that it is a Haunter. Okay, next, let's take a look at the illustrated book. Ghosto. Gosu no Shinkake, the evolved form of Ghastly. Yume kui ya Psychokinesis mo boeru koto ga dekiru. Can learn skills such as Dream Eater and Psychokinesis. Or just Psychic, as it is in English. Kurayami de dare mo inai no ni mirarete iru yona ki ga shitara soko ni ghosto ga iru to iwaite iru. So, yeah, it is said that in the dark of night, even if there's no one else around, if it looks like Like, if it feels like someone else is there, or if it feels like you can see someone, chances are it's a haunter. And next, the evolution, Gengar. Shadow Pokémon. Yama de sonnan shita toki, inochi o ubai ni kurayami kara arawareru koto ga aru toyu. Ubai. Let me look that up. Let's see. Ubau to take by force. Okay. Yamade Sonan Shitatoki. Hang on, what's Sonan? Oh, Sonan, meeting with disaster, having an accident. Okay, so, in the mountains, when disaster struck, let's see. Wait, what? Yamade Sonan shita toki. Alright, so Yamade in the mountains, when disaster strikes, or struck. Inochi is life force. Ubai ni, alright, so take by force. Kurayami. From the darkness. Alright, arawareru is like encounter. So I guess it's like saying that you will encounter this Pokemon in like if there's ever like a big disaster in the mountains, or if you're like unlucky enough, it could just like take your life by force, something like that. Now, let's see what the illustrated book says here. Alright. Oboeru waza ya sono shintai teki tokuchou kara gosto no shinkake de aru to mowareru ga hakkiri shita tokoro wa wakaranai. So, shintai Tokucho, what is that? Feature, trait, peculiarity. Okay, so, yeah, it's basically recognizing that Gengar is able to, like, I guess learn more new moves than Haunter can? It is... Or maybe it learns the same ones as, hang on, what is Shintai Teki? Physical. Oh. Oh, so the moves it learns as well as its, like, physical traits lead people to believe that it is the evolved form of Haunter, but they don't know for sure. Once again, this is like the thing with trait evolutions. They kind of want to keep you guessing there. Yamade sonan shita toki, inochi o bai ni kurayami kara arawareru koto ga aru toyu. いくつかの山には原画を祀る神社がある。hang on. いくつか。いくつ。Ah, darn. いくつか, a few, some, several. Okay, so there's some, so in some mountains there are, shrines, I guess, to ward off Gengar? Oh, hang on. No, it's like to, set someone up in a higher position to revere at a distance. Okay, so there's some mountains that have shrines that, like, are made for the purpose of, I guess, like, worshipping or, like, fearing, respecting Gengar? I guess as to not fall into any, like, ill disasters upon the mountains. Now, over here is a, pretty creepy thing. 暗闇から命を奪いに現れることもあるという。So said to, so from the dark, it is said to, like, take the life force of those who encounter them. So, yeah. If you encounter a Gengar, pray for your life. That's all you can say. As a matter of fact, now that I'm saying that, in Pokemon Sun and Moon, like, one of the two, it literally says something like, if you see a Gengar, give up. Like, man. Sometimes you have to wonder, like, you know, when there are Pokemon like this, how some people just aren't scared for their lives. Okay, how many more are we, like, going to read? Let's see, there's Nashi, Executor, Ebiwalar, Hitmonchan, let's see. Erebu, Electabuzz, Shawaz, Vaporeon, Porygon, Kabuto. So there's like 6 left. I think I'll just do one more and then I'll call it a night. And that will be Porygon. Alright. Porygon. CG Pokemon. CG, computer-generated Pokemon. Saiko no kagaku ryoku o tsukai, tsui ni jinkou no Pokemon o tsukuru koto ni seikō shita. So this is very similar to what was essentially written in the Sylph Company while we were there. That Porygon was the first man-made Pokemon. So yeah, it's basically saying using the power of science, at long last, maybe not at long last, but yeah, at last, a man-made Pokemon had finished being made. Alright, and now to read the rest here. Polygon. HQQ Gonen. Ha! 1995. Yeah, that is when, Pokemon was supposed to be released, actually. But, yeah. It was basically a very recent creation in regards to the game's world. So yeah, in 1995, Pokémon ya sono guzu nado o kenkyū kaihatsu shiteiru Sylph Company ga saiko no kagaku ryoku o tsukai jinkou no Pokémon o tsukuru koto ni seikou shita. So yeah, in 1995, Sylph Company, who specialized in the research and development of Pokemon and goods, had used the incredible power of science to create the first man-made, well, not the first, but it basically is implied that it is the first man-made Pokemon. Unless we're talking about, like, those made by ancients or something like that. I'm sure there's at least one Pokemon that is like that, being created by ancients. I mean, this is a fantasy world after all. 非常に珍しいポケモンだが、なぜかスロットの景品交換所で取引されるようになった。It is an extraordinarily rare Pokemon, but for some reason, it can be exchanged like via the slot machine, like exchange corner. 現在、政府により、that's not wallet, I don't think. その調査が進められているが、一日も早い解明が待たれる。Alright, hang on. Safe. Okay, Seifu here is, like, government or administration. Oh, wait, Niyori. Is that, like... Oh, yeah, it is according to. Or maybe due to. So, Genzai is present. So, at present, according to the government, or to administration, Sono Chosa. Need to remember what Chosa is. Investigation. Oh, I guess what it's saying is there isn't actually much data done on the Pokemon itself, like its behaviors, which I find a little bit strange because, well, people made it, so I feel like they should already know how it handles. And what's Kaime? Elucidation, explication, explaining, understanding, unraveling. So it's saying, like, every day... Oh, so I guess it's like there are more mysteries being unraveled every day, I think. Ah, I don't know! I'll just type it all in on DeepL. Whatever. Alright. Genzai Seifu Niyori Sono Chosa ga Susumerarete iru. Yeah. Ichi nichi o hayai kaimei ga matareru. The government is currently conducting an investigation, and we hope the truth will be uncovered as soon as possible. That's what DeepL is saying. So I guess Ichi Nichi mo Hayai is like as soon as possible. Yes, that is exactly it. That is the expression. Alright, and I think with that is a lot of Pokédex readings done. I think we're going to stop here. So, with that, thank you for tuning in, and the next time we play this game, I think we're actually going to be, doing... Well, we definitely are going to be doing Victory Road, but... we might also be doing the, League as well. Although, if I do actually do that, now that I think about it, I think there will have to be, like, a whole episode, where I just read Pokédex entries. I mean, we'll kind of see how things go. Yeah, we'll just, like, play it by ear. I think it's somewhat likely that we'll, like, make it to the credits. Yeah. I think the next time I stream will be Monday. I actually wasn't sure if I wanted to, stream Saturday, Bubsy 4D. I think I might move that to next Saturday. Alright, I think with that, that's all I really have to say, so I shall say my closing words. If you enjoyed what you saw and you want to see more, then consider following me on Twitch and subscribing to my live YouTube channel for more streams like this. I have a main YouTube channel as well for recorded playthroughs, and I have a Blue Sky if you want to follow me there as well. So with that, thank you very much for watching. Mite kurete arigato. And this is Dylus signing off. See you next time. Mata ne.